श्री भगवान उवाच हंतते कथय इष्यामि दिव्या हि आत्मविभूतयः प्राधान्यत कुरुश्रेष्ठ नास्ति अंतो विस्तरस्य मे. Hello friends, this is the 19th shlok of the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Shri Bhagavan Uvach, which means Shri Krishna said, Hantate kathayishyami, which means I will definitely tell you. Divya hi atma vibhutayah, which means about my divine glories. Pradhanyat Kurushreshta, which means who are the main ones, O Kurushreshta, which means O Arjun. Nasti Anto Vistarasya me, which means there is no end in detail of whom in me. So, in this shlok, Shri Krishna is now starting to give the answer to Arjun's question. So, the question that Arjun put forth was that please tell me in detail about your divine glories, on what different aspects should I think of you so that I remain joined with you. So in that regard, over here Shri Krishna is pretty excited, he is very happy. That's why he starts off by saying Hantate, Hanta, which means basically excitement. So he in his excitement then says that definitely Arjun, I will tell you about my divine glories. And then he mentions to him that my divine glories are infinite. They are infinite, but I'm only going to tell you the main ones over here. So this is something that we have to understand, that in this chapter, from this shlok till the end, Shri Krishna is going to be talking about his divine glories in this universe, in terms of how and where he is present, in what entities he is present, in what manner. And in that way, then we can learn from that and use that to remember him. But he's saying that these divine glories are infinite, there is no limit to it, but I'm only going to tell you the main ones over here. So what we have to understand here is that all the divine glories that Shri Krishna is going to tell us over here, they are just a small fraction of his actual divine glories. And we have to use these teachings of Shri Krishna over here as an indication to learn how to look for him in different entities in this world, in our life in itself. So all these examples, the main ones that he's going to be providing over here, are just indications. They are sort of ways and methods for us to tell us how to look for him. That the divine glories are not limited to them. Divine glories of him are unlimited, they are infinite, because this entire creation in itself is something which does not have a limit as such. I mean, if you were to explore it more and more, there will be more and more to learn from it. So divine glories are infinite, they are not limited. But we still have to enumerate a few and learn about them, so that we can use that to then apply it in general situation, in all situations to apply it. So this is the mistake that many times people do, wherein they look at the divine glory and they only say, okay, these are the only ones, there are not any more. But that's not the case. Based on the observer, whatever an individual is, he can see divine glories in all the things, everywhere. They are infinite. So that is what we have to understand. These examples will just be the demonstrations for us to really understand the concept of how he shows his divinity or his glories in this world. Then by using that, we will apply that to all the other things in our life, so that we can then stay attached with him at all times. So that was the message of this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care.